So today we will have ellipse. Okay. In the conic section, we are going to study ellipse now. So what is ellipse? Ellipse is the locus of a point which moves such that the ratio of its distance from the focus to its distance from the directrix is less than 1. Already we have studied what is focus and what is the distance, okay, from the directrix. If this is your ellipse, then there is a point here, okay, and there is a focus point, then there is a directrix line, okay. So this ratio, if I call this as S, and the point on the ellipse, any point on the ellipse as P, and this if I'm calling it as M, then SP divided by PM will be less than 1. SP divided by PM is less than 1. If this is the case, then we call it as ellipse. Means this distance will be more. PM distance will be more than your SP distance. Means this value will be more and this value will be smaller. Then you will be getting less than 1 value. So this is what called as ellipse. Now we'll see the derivation of ellipse. So equation of the ellipse in the form, okay, equation of the ellipse in the form x square divided by a square plus y square divided by b square is equal to 1. This is what the ellipse equation, okay, ellipse equation. Let us see how the ellipse we are going to consider and then how we are going to obtain this answer or derivation. Okay. Now here, this is what the ellipse. Let us consider the center of the ellipse is on origin. Center of the ellipse, it is on origin. This point C, it is at origin point. So the axis is x-axis here and this will be y-axis. Let us consider a point P on this ellipse. Yes, and the value of this P we are considering it as x comma y. Means CN distance it is x, whereas NP distance is y. Okay, this distance where from this point to this point I'm considering it as x length, whereas from this point to this point I'm considering it as y length. Okay, then this point will be called as P of x comma y. Okay, now this ellipse will touch at two points on the x-axis, that is A and A dash on the axis. So this distance, that is from the origin to this, that is center of the ellipse to A distance, we will consider it as small a. We'll consider this as small a. As it is at the center, obviously the other side also the distance will be same, length will be same. That's why this value also will be a. That is what we can call is CA and CA dash is equal to A. CA, CA and your CA dash value will be equal to A. Okay. Next, what we will consider is, let us consider this L as directrix. L as directrix. Now, this is what PM and SP. Okay. So, according to the ellipse, what we can say, SP divided by PM will be less than 1. This is what one more condition. That's why you can able to see here PM length is more and then SP length is less. Okay. Now, let us consider this point as the focus point. S point as focus point, whereas Z is the point on the directrix. Okay, so this is what all regarding the construction of the ellipse. We are considering origin point at the center of the ellipse. Okay, now let us see how we can obtain this. Okay, so construction, we'll first just write it out. That is, S is the focus and L, this L is the directrix. Draw SZ, draw SZ perpendicular to L axis, that is directrix. Mark A and A dash points such that SA divided by AZ, SA distance divided by this distance, SA distance, and AZ. If I consider the ratio of S to A and A to Z, this ratio will be equal to S A dash and A dash Z. So that value will be equal to eccentricity divided by 1, which we have already studied during the um, conic section. When I explained the parabola, ellipse, circle, hyperbola, at that time already we have seen this. So directly we are making use of that ratio here. SA divided by AZ is equal to SA dash divided by A dash Z will be equal to E divided by 1. So here, if I consider the first case, that is SA divided by AZ is equal to E divided by 1. So what we can say, if I take it on the other side, AZ, if I'm taking it on the other side, AZ, if I take it on the other side, it will become multiplication. So what we can say, SA is equal to E into AZ. Okay. Similarly, if I take the second ratio, that is SA dash divided by A dash Z, then it will be S A dash is equal to E into A dash Z. So let us call this as my first equation and this as the second equation. Now we will bisect A dash at C. We will bisect, means we will divide. Okay, A dash, we are going to divide it at the center C, which is at the origin. Take C as the origin point. Okay, CS produced the CS. This is CS. Just produce it on x-axis, and CY perpendicular to CS. This is CY perpendicular to CS, means this also we have to draw. That will be my y-axis. Let P comma x, P of x comma y be any point on this curve, that is on the ellipse. Okay, draw PM perpendicular to the directrix, and then PN perpendicular to x-axis. PN perpendicular to x-axis. Okay. Now join PS. Join this P and then yes, focus point and this point on the ellipse. Join. Take CA is equal to CA dash is equal to A. This is what you are going to write it in the construction. Okay. Now already we have got equation number 1 and then equation number 2. Add these two equations. Adding equation number 1 and equation number 2. So what you are going to get, equation 1 is SA, equation 2 is SA dash. So I am adding here. Okay, so it will be SA plus SA dash is equal to E AZ plus E A dash Z. Yes, A plus yes, A dash. Let us see in the figure. Yes, A, okay, till here. Then plus yes, A dash from S to A dash. So what is this actual length? Is it not A dash? It is A dash. So SA plus SA dash will be equal to A dash from the figure. Now E I will take common. E I will take common here. If I take E common, then what will be left out? AZ plus A dash Z will be left out. Okay. So now let us see what is AZ and what is A dash Z. Okay. So here E, it has been taken common. Now AZ, what is AZ? AZ, it is the distance, this distance from here till here. Instead, what I can say is, if I take CZ total, okay, in that, if I subtract this thing, remove this part, remove this part, that is total is CZ, total is CZ. If I'm removing CA, what will be left out? That is AZ. So AZ, I can write it as CZ minus CA. Okay, CZ minus CA. Similarly, let us see what is my A dash Z. What is my A dash Z? Where is my A dash Z now? A dash Z. A dash is here. Okay. A dash is here. Then Z means this length. Okay. So now what I can say? I can say it as CA dash plus CZ. If I'm going to add CA dash plus CZ, I will get A dash Z. Okay. That is why A dash Z can be written as CA dash plus CZ. This is, we have obtained it from the figure. Now let us see what is A dash and what is the other terms. Okay. How much is A dash now? A dash from here till here. A dash. This is A. Okay. And this is also A. So total length will be 2A. A dash, we can write it as 2A. Okay. Because your CA and CA dash values are equal to A. Now, open this bracket. Automatically, what is going to happen? As you already know that CA and CA dash both are equal. So here, it gets cancelled. Here I'll write. Okay. E is there in bracket CZ minus CA. Anyhow, plus sign is there. Here plus sign is there. So bracket we can directly open and write it. So plus CA dash. Now CA dash I can write it as CA only because both are equal. CA dash is equal to CA. That's why instead of C dash A, I will write it as CA. Okay. Next, what is there? That is plus CZ. Now these two will get cancelled. CA plus CA will get cancelled. Okay. These two will get cancelled. So what is left out is CZ plus CZ. So how many CZs are there? 2. That's why the total answer of this will be your 2 times cz, this e as it is. Okay, now 2 also gets cancelled because here multiplication, here also multiplication. If I take this on the other side, so 2 gets cancelled. Okay, so this 2 gets cancelled now. 2 and 2 gets cancelled. So what is left out is a is equal to e into cz. Okay, therefore cz is equal to how much? A divided by e, means c z length is how much? From c to z, length is a divided by e. Okay, this is along x-axis. How much is along y-axis? Because it is on the x-axis, so no y-axis. There is no distance on the y-axis. That's why this point, the z point, we can consider it as x value is a divided by e, whereas y value will be 0. Okay, so 1 point we have obtained here. How much is z point? A divided by e comma 0. Okay, this means that the coordinates of z are what? A divided by e comma 0. Now this is what first point we have obtained. Still we have to calculate s point, that is ae comma 0. Okay, now let us proceed further. This we have calculated. Now we will calculate what is the point of this focus. Okay, we will calculate the point of this focus. So now to calculate the point of the focus, again we will consider equation 1 and equation 2. But this time what we will do is, I will take equation 2 minus equation 1. Equation 2 minus equation 1. What is that equation 2? That is s a dash minus s a is equal to e a dash z minus e into a z. This is what we have done. Equation 2 I have taken minus equation 1 I have taken. Okay, now let us see how to solve. So equation 2 minus equation 1, already from the figure just now we have seen, that is s a dash minus s a is equal to e a dash z minus e a z, which is here now. Okay, this is here. Now how much is my s a dash? How much is my s a dash? How I can able to calculate? Here is my s and here is my a dash. So this length, okay, this length, what we can say? Yes, a dash. So what I can say is, I can say that it is cs, this is my cs, plus ca dash. Is it the same length? cs plus ca dash. So yes, a dash, we can write it as cs plus ca dash minus as it is. Now how much is sa? How much is sa? So where is that sa now? Sa is here. Sa is this length. Okay, how I can obtain this sa? That is, I will take ca full length, ca, I will subtract this part, I will remove this part, means subtraction. That is ca, ca ca minus cs. Okay, ca minus cs. That is what we are going to get here. That is SA. Okay. Now here on the right hand side, I will take E common. So what is left out? A dash Z minus E A dash. So again, this thing we have obtained it from the figure. Okay. So this is what we have obtained. Now CS as it is plus CA dash as it is minus sign, we will take it inside. So this will become minus and this will become plus when I take minus sign inside. Okay. E dash Z minus, sorry, A dash Z minus AZ. A dash Z minus AZ means, minus means I have to take out this AZ. So what is left out is A dash. A dash. So A dash Z minus AZ is A dash. Clear? Now this we can subtract because already we know that CA and CA dash both are equal and its value is equal to A. Okay. CA and CA dash. So what I can say is CS as it is. Instead of CA dash, I can write CA itself because both are equal. So CA and CA gets cancelled because one is plus, another one is minus. Now left out is CS plus CS. CS plus CS is 2CS. Okay. A dash, A dash, it will be 2A. A dash, it will be 2A. E as it is. So this is what we have obtained. So CS, again we can cancel 2 and 2 here because both it is multiplication. When we take it on the other side, it will become divided, cancels. So CS is equal to AE. So how much is CS? CS is AE. Means this distance, CS distance is AE. Okay. Now actually we have to find out what is this point. This point lies again on x-axis. That's why y-axis is 0. So your focus point will be AE comma 0. Focus point will be AE comma 0. So both the points we have obtained now. Now let us calculate. Okay. So this also we have obtained, that is S point as well as Z point. Now from the figure, what we can say is PM, this distance, PM distance is equal to NZ distance because both are what? Parallel to each other. Okay. And they have the same length. They have what? Both same distance. So PM is equal to NZ. Now we can say this value, NZ value, will be equal to CZ, that is total, again minus CN. I want NZ. So what I will do is I will take this total CZ, okay, CZ minus CN I will do. CZ minus CN. This I have to remove so that I get NZ. Okay, CZ minus CN. Already we know that how much is CZ. CZ length is on x-axis, so A divided by E. A by E. This we know. And CN length already I have told it is X. CN length is X, whereas PN length is Y because we have considered point. So it is X. What we can say is PM is equal to A divided by E minus X. Means this length we have got. PM length, we have got it as A divided by E minus X. Now let us apply distance formula. Okay, distance formula. This we have obtained. How much is PM? That is A divided by E minus X. Now let us find out this by means of distance formula. That is PS is equal to, already you know how to find out the distance formula, square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So x2 minus x1, that is x minus ae whole square, x minus ae whole square, and this is y minus 0 whole square, y minus 0 whole square. That is what PS length. Okay. Now next we'll see, that is, since point P is on the ellipse, this point P is on the ellipse, so PS divided by PM value will be equal to eccentricity. How we are going to define eccentricity? That is, it is the ratio of SP divided by PM. So that is what PS divided by PM is equal to E. Or else PM, if I am taking it on the other side, it will become multiplication. So PS is equal to E into PM. Just now we have identified how much is PF by means of distance formula, that is square root of x minus AE whole square plus y minus 0 whole square. E as it is. So PM value already we have calculated, that is A divided by E minus X. This we have found, that is A divided by E minus X, and this we have calculated it from distance formula. Let us take LCM. So when you take LCM, it will become A minus EX divided by E. This as it is. So E gets cancelled here. E, it will be get cancelled. Now what is left out is A minus EX, and this as it is. Y minus 0, it is Y itself. So directly you can consider it as Y square here. Okay. Now let us square on both sides. When we square, square root and square gets cancelled. If I'm squaring here, and as well as if I'm squaring here, square root and the square gets cancelled. So what is left out is x minus AE whole square plus y square is equal to A minus EX whole square. A minus EX whole square. Now apply A minus B whole square and A minus B whole square formula. A square plus B square. B square, here two terms are there. So A square E square minus 2AB, 2xAE. Similarly, y square as it is, because it is the single. Again apply A minus B whole square, A square plus B square, two terms again, minus 2AB. Okay. Now this 2xAE, here minus is there. If I'm taking it on the other side, it will become plus. So minus and plus gets cancelled. Okay. And this E square minus x square, I will take it on the other side. So it will become minus x square as it is. So x terms, I am taking it on one side, and then non-x terms, I'll be taking it on other side. So here x term is there. That's why I'll take it on the left side. X square minus E square x square. Okay. Similarly, here A square is there. A square. Now here plus sign it is there. I will take it on the other side, so it will become minus. So finally, you are going to get this. Okay, x square minus E square x square plus y square. This y square is equal to A square minus E square, A square E square. This on the left side. Now I can take x common, x square common. So what is left out? 1 minus E square. From these two terms, I have taken x square common. From these two terms, I have taken A square common. So 1 minus E square. Okay. Now don't cancel because it is having one more term here. Okay. Dividing by A square into bracket 1 minus E square. Because what we want actually, formula, that is x square divided by A square plus y square divided by E square is equal to 1. We want 1 on the right hand side. That's why right hand side I am having A square into bracket 1 minus E square. That's why I have divided the whole equation by this term. When you divide it, so what is going to happen? This term divided by A square into bracket 1 minus E square. Okay. Again, y square divided by same term is equal to right hand side A square into bracket 1 minus E square. Again, it gets divided by A square into bracket 1 minus E square. So here it gets cancelled. When both the terms gets cancelled, you will be getting 1. And 1 minus e square also it will get cancelled. So you'll be left out with x square divided by a square, x square by a square. Plus term as it is. So y square divided by a square into bracket 1 minus e square is equal to 1. Now e value, we already know that if it is ellipse, it will be less than 1. E value will be less than 1. Eccentricity value will be less than 1 because of ellipse. So when this e value is less than 1, means it has to be like 0.9, 0.8, like that. So obviously this answer will be positive. When this answer is positive, the denominator is positive. This total answer will be positive. So what I will consider is this total number, I will consider it as b square. Okay. Let b square is equal to a square into bracket 1 minus e square. Okay. Now just substitute it. X square divided by a square plus y square divided by b square is equal to 1. This is the equation of ellipse, where b square is equal to a square into bracket 1 minus e square. Okay. This is what the ellipse equation.